So, we all know every game has cut, unused, and early content from before they were finally released. But Nintendo is known for scrapping amazing and cool features before releasing their games. An example of the franchises they have scrapped a lot of cool features from is The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda is a very well known franchise from Zelda 1 to Breath of the Wild, including the spin-offs like Hyrule Warriors and Age of Calamity in the late 1980s to present. And today, we'll be looking at one of the best-selling video games from the franchise, known for its first 3D appearance on the Nintendo 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Welcome everyone, this is Alexandria from the Zora Group, and this is the 10 unused early content from Ocarina of Time Part 1. Ocarina of Time has many unused content that were originally shown in the pre-release trailers which got scrapped just before the final release, and some were just never shown off but can be seen by using either cheat codes or from the debug mode ROM, which allows you to view all the unused content. Some were removed because there were issues, some were removed for who knows why, and I'll be showing you many of them. This actor is linked to object underscore RE2, an unused version of the brown-haired cockery girl who, however, when loaded in-game, only appears as a targetable blue spot. Though she helpfully points out Navi has nothing to say about it. Object 0035 is an early version of the generic redhead cockery girls that appears around Cockery Forest. As you might expect, this actor is linked to objects underscore horse underscore Zelda, which is also known as Zelda's White Horse. However, in the final game, object underscore horse underscore Zelda is only loaded by n underscore viewer, an actor which loads various objects used in cutscenes, so this goes unused. Link is seen chasing this horse in Hyrule Field in a screenshot from Space World in November 1997. It would have been cool to see Zelda's horse seen in the overworld or even in other cutscenes with her on. Maybe even have a racing minigame with adult Link and adult Zelda. It would have been fun to have a race to see whose horse is the fastest between Epona and Zelda's beautiful white horse. To be honest, I'd actually find that fun. Just racing against Zelda. Actually, that'd be nice, in my opinion. Maybe if we had a post game in Nintendo 64, if it was able to handle it, we might have actually had a race with her. Would have been very funny, if you ask me. Well, this one isn't really unused in the franchise, but it is unused in Ocarina of Time, but was used in its sequel in the Child timeline, Majora's Mask. If loaded using Game Shark codes, this unused bird flaps its wings but otherwise remains stationary. It is also missing transparency. As mentioned before, it was then later repurposed for a use in Majora's Mask, where several fly around the tree in the flames of the mirror, which is where you first go to as soon as you enter the mirror. However, I do wonder where the bird would have been, or if it would have been an enemy. But either way, it seemed cool to have a bird. Nope. Nope, I don't mean you, Kaparagabara. You are the most annoying bird in the game. I'm going back through memories of accidentally pressing that I don't understand what it was on about. I hate it. However, object 0077 is present in the object list for Cockroach Forest Setup 05 Room 01, which is the cutscene where the Deku Tree tells of Ganondorf's curse, but because it lacks an actor, it's never been loaded. So it said bird would have actually been loaded during the cutscene after you defeated Queen Goma, as that is when the Deku Tree tells, or is that beforehand? Either way, would have been nice to see the bird in the actual game. And right now, Queen Goma, after you beat Queen Goma, the Deku Tree tells of the Triforce of the three goddesses and the Triforce. The curse was beforehand. There, now we got it right. Anyway, so yeah, would have been nice to see birds flying around to actually fit the scenery, fit the forest. So yeah. There's nothing much to say about this apart from that it is a large rectangular block that makes a thrumming noise. The sides will light up aside from the top or bottom when struck with a sword or boomerang. In addition to the model loaded with the actor, Object 0081 also contains three variants as unreferenced geometry. I'd say this was a test to see if Nintendo could get boxes to light up when hit, which many boxes and objects do indeed light up in the final build of the game when attacked. For some odd reason, like why would you attack some random objects when you want to attack enemies or objects that require you to be hit so then you can cross through areas. But the fact that the object is still in the game's files is a huge mystery indeed. So this is a strange one, and I wonder if this would even be worth having in the game, if it even was in the final release. This actor is an unused trap that reflects arrows. Arrows fired at it can damage Link if they are going back towards him. If it was in the final release from the video itself, I'd think it would be for tricking players into thinking it's one of those Deku scrub. But even then, I'm pretty certain you cannot kill Deku scrubs whilst they're dug underground. So I would understand and see why it was scrapped, because there'd be no point. People would know if it's a trap or not, as if it's just stayed underground the entire time, it's obviously a trap, ain't it? This actor is linked to object underscore marring underscore object, which contains objects used in the forest temple. When loaded in game using variable FFFF, it turns out to be a class holding a ladder, which can be shot to make the ladder fall down. The ladder is fully functional and can be climbed. Its file name translates to VG underscore forest underscore ladder, which is very self-explanatory that it's a ladder somewhere in the forest temple. Also, if you look carefully, there's a chest up there, as well as a doorway. I'd reckon maybe there was two separate rooms to both blue and purple paws, and the room where you fight 3 star foes weren't going to exist originally. That's my thought of what would have happened. This collectible Deku Shield actor is omnipresent in 3 Kokoro Forest cutscene setups. While it is loaded and visible in-game, one can only view it by using a walk-in cutscenes code. In addition, because Setup 08 and Setup 09 aren't used, one must use codes on the map select function of the debug ROM to even view these cutscenes. Within the cutscenes, the shield exhibits an interesting behavior similar to the Ardent shield one must knock down in Twilight Princess. That's the shield that Link gets whilst in his wolf form. When hit with the slingshot, the shield will jump as though knocked off a wall or shelf, then drop to the ground and remain for a few seconds before flickering and disappearing. I would not see any point in that unless it was planned before you actually get it, before you actually go see the Deku tree, and if you're buying one, you'd knock into the house and maybe it knocked out. That would be a neat idea. This famous spaceship from the Star Fox series was used by the developers to model Volvagi's flying animations. When Link enters a map in which an R-Wing is loaded, an animation plays depicting it flying around and doing a barrel roll. It acts as an enemy firing at Link with its laser beams. It can be vanquished with 3 slingshot hits or the boomerang. Upon defeat, it will crash and explode in a huge mass of flaming red debris. Within player_actor, there is a routine that spawns an R-Wing at coordinates 0, 100, 0 relative to Link's position. This routine is located at a sequence of code, not after a sequence of code used to determine whether a chest should award an item or freeze Link, suggesting that the R-Wing may have once spawned when opening a chest at one point. Indeed, the Ocarina of Time Ique leak, I don't know how you pronounce that, Ique leak confirms this to be the case. I bet some of you Zora children, when you first found out about this, thought it was some sort of mod or a reference to Star Fox that Nintendo would have added. Now, onto the items now. Object 0049 is a giant kind of heart piece that should be used by item_B_heart, but does not have any connection, despite the name. When spawned in the game, its texture emits an interesting motion effect. It would have been cool to see this in real action, and I wonder if it could have been a heart container due to its giant size before the final release. Okay, now some of you may have already seen these melody icons in actual gameplay before. It was in fact used, the idea was in fact used in Ocarina of Time randomizer. Ocarina of Time randomizers, or even randomizers in general, are very popular among streamers and especially speedrunners. Well, this is where the melody icon originally came from, before it was used in the Ocarina of Time randomizers. Object 00B6 was once displayed when Link learned a new song. It uses variables 0008 to 000C of the used actor 008C demo underscore Kankia cutscene environment. It is present in every cutscene setup where Link learned a melody from Sheik, save for the cutscene where Link learns the Nocturne of Shadow. Despite this, it is never visible in-game. There is evidence that demo Kankia was used at one point to display this music note, starting at D45980 in the debug ROM. There is a list of object dependencies for the different values of demo underscore Kankia's variables at indexes 08 to 0C. Object 00B6 is listed as a dependency. It is not known if the functionality to display the note still exists. The object has 6 color settings intended for the warp songs. Okay everyone, that's all we have time for today. These were the 10 unused / early content from Ocarina of Time Part 1, and I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and if you want Part 2, please get us to 50 likes and also subscribe to be part of the Zoras family. Also, if you have any other video ideas, please comment them below and I'll check them out. Anyway, thank you, and I hope you will have a wonderful day. Goodbye, my fellow Zoras.